I talk a lot about how I've had these exits here and there. I've had good success, but you may not know my first startup failed. Total crash and burn. It was terrible. I learned a lot during that experience, and I'm going to share with you exactly what happened and what I learned so that you can make sure you're not failing. Roll the intro. Hey, it's Matt Wolach, and I help software leaders accelerate their growth through getting great leads, closing a ton of deals, building your team so you can reach your dream exit. If that's anything that you want, hit the subscribe button right now. I'm going to give you all the formulas and tactics and ways of growing so that you can really make sure you're getting to your goals. So hit that subscribe, hit the little bell. That way you'll be notified about all the cool stuff I come out with. And if you ever think of something good for me to share, down below in the comments, put that in. If you put an idea in, then I'll be able to film that and get you something, get you advice, get you stuff that's going to help you. And today, I wish I had gotten help because we're going to talk about my first startup. My very first startup, yuck. I learned a lot through this terrible experience, but it was not fun at the time. It was a place where we weren't growing. We weren't selling any deals. The team dynamic was bad. Our confidence was shaken. Eventually, it completely bombed and we had to get out. It was a very, very sad time for me. But from that experience, I was able to apply that to my next startup, which was a huge success. And that's what kind of accelerated my career, accelerated my life, changed the game for me. But what went wrong in that first startup that I can share with you so that you don't have anything like that happen to you? Let's get to it. Number one thing that I did very badly was I picked the wrong partners. And it's not always something that's easy to do. It's easy to say, I get that, but sometimes you just get thrown into it with people you know, or somebody has an idea and they want you in. But it's really important to pick your partners. These people, you're going to be going to battle with them, so to speak, and you need to rely on them. They need to be able to do all of the things that they say they're going to do. They need to have the capability. They need to have the motivation and the work ethic. And that's where I went wrong. My partners, they didn't really have that motivation and work ethic. They didn't really have the drive or desire to get to the types of marks that I wanted to get to. They never really thought that it was going to get anywhere that would help them change their life. Whereas I was looking for something to be completely life-changing and to kind of make an impression on the industry, to kind of change the game, so to speak, in that market. And they really weren't going to do that. And so unfortunately, it just wasn't a good partnership from the start. Number two, something I did very badly was I didn't know the customers very well. I never really took the time to learn who are these people and what do they care about? What keeps them up at night? What are they worried about? And with that, I never really got to know who we were selling to. It made it very difficult to try and sell. It made it difficult to even kind of tailor your services to them. And because of that, we never really found any good grasp of marketing or sales traction. And it was very unfortunate because we never really took off. Number three, I didn't do any due diligence. And this is something that's really important. Of course, they tell you when you're buying a business, you should do due diligence. But I wish I had known that also for starting a business. I never looked at the market, looked at the industry, looked at the competitive landscape. I never really did that on a big scale. I know it sounds stupid. All of you are like, this guy's an idiot. Yes, I was definitely an idiot. I'm glad I learned this. I hope you don't do these things, but I never really took a picture of what's this market look like. And I would have noticed that there was a whole lot of competition entering the space. There was very little barrier to entry. And that competition was driving prices down quite a bit, which meant we never could have made any money on this. There was no way. And so I wish I would have known that from the start, and I never would have gotten into the business and wasted all that time and money. All right, we are halfway through. I've given you 3 reasons why my business failed so that you can make sure you're not doing those. By the way, if this is stuff you like, hit that like button. That shows me this is good stuff for you so I can film more videos like this. And it also shows other people that this is something that might help them too. So you're helping a lot of people by doing that. Like I said, also, if you have any questions or comments, throw those down below. All right, number 4. One of the things that we did very badly, remember, we didn't do due diligence, we didn't look at the market, but another thing that's super easy to do when you're starting a company is just to take a spreadsheet, type in what you think you're going to sell, and then take the spreadsheet and just drag it all the way across and make it better and better and better. And wow, look, in a year and in 2 years, look at all this. It's going to be amazing. And that's a problem. It's too easy to just spreadsheet numbers and start to get so excited about what's going to happen. It's not the real world just to say, okay, we're just going to increase all this this and it's good to go, right? That's not the way life works. It's never linear. It never really happens that way. And almost all the time with startups, it doesn't happen nearly as quickly as you're thinking. So be careful about just clicking and dragging on your spreadsheet on what's going to happen every month hereafter, because it's very rare that it actually happens that way. We were blindsided. We took the spreadsheet, we dragged it out, and look at those numbers. We're going to be super rich in 14 months. It's amazing. No, it wasn't amazing. Number 5, one of the things that really would have helped me would have been to have experts in my corner, people who have done something similar that I could just learn from them and understand what were the good things they did, what were the bad things they did that I don't want to do, and I can make sure I could follow a path that's already been blazed for me. This is a lot of the reason why people come to me to coach them in software. They're trying to build a software. Well, guess what? I've done it lots of times and had some success. And that's why people come to me, because they just kind of want to follow that model. That's why you're here. The same thing I should have done. I wish that I would have gone to mentors. I wish I could have cultivated some relationships so that people could show me the right and wrong way to do that. And I would have learned that all these things that I'm doing was wrong. That would have been really helpful. So find coaches, find mentors and advisors who can kind of hold your hand and make sure that you're not doing anything stupid like I was. All right, 5 down, 1 to go. The last thing, starting a company is hard work. And through all this process, without ever looking at the customer base, without ever looking at the market, without ever looking at our partners, it seems pretty simple. It's like, oh yeah, we're just going to do this, put it out there. People are going to come to us. They're going to buy. It's going to be great, right? Wrong. It is hard work. There's a lot of effort that goes in. A lot of necessary tasks need to be done. A lot of learning has to happen. And you're going to spend hours and hours trying to figure everything out. I had no idea. And unfortunately, I don't think I put enough effort into it. It's something that I later learned and that I did later on with my future startups that really helped me was you need to put some effort in. Those early months and years, there's going to be some time spent doing it. By the way, if you're thinking of starting a company and you're thinking, oh, it's okay, I'll just kind of do it on the side, it is very difficult. For everybody who has ran a side business, they can tell you it is very, very hard to do. So understand the amount of effort needed to get a company off the ground, get it up and running, get people thinking about it all the time, because it is legit. There you have it. 6 reasons why my company failed so that you can make sure you're not doing the same mistakes as well. By the way, if you really want to make sure that you create a great software company, I have a video right here called How to Create the Perfect SaaS. I walk you through the right things to do so you can create a company that's absolutely amazing. Check that out. That's been one that a lot of people have told me they like. And if you want to make sure that you're actually closing a whole lot of deals within your software company, grab my training course. It's called Software Demo Secrets. Software Demo Secrets is where I show you exactly how to talk to your customers, how to demo your customers so they feel the need to buy. They're called secrets because most of the people who are at the top of the industry of sellers, they're not sharing what they're doing. Well, guess what? I've been there. I am there. I know how to do these things and I am sharing it with you. So grab that. There's a link down below. Thanks for coming. Once again, do not make these mistakes. I really hope that this has been helpful for you and I'll see you next time. Take care.